If you missed information on any of today's guests, make sure you head over to our website at WNYLiving.tv to find out more about all the segments on today's show. You'll also find archives of past shows and clients. It's all on the web at WNYLiving.tv. Now let's head back to the Western New York Living studio.
I hope you've been with us this whole half hour. Welcome back to Western New York Living. Kristin Devereaux from Vanner Insurance Agency joining us this morning to talk about a very timely topic. It's the New York State Paid Family Leave Benefit. For those just joining us, why don't you go over again what that benefit is, Kristin?
So as of January 1st, 2018, you get 8 weeks. Employees get 8 weeks at 50% of their average weekly wage, up to a max of $653, to take off for bonding with a newborn, for a seriously ill relative and or military exigency, so someone being called up to active duty.
And you can also have adopted a child?
Yep, adopted or foster placement.
And then with a sick relative, the difference with New York State versus the federal government, it opens up a little bit more to who is entitled to that coverage, what person you're caring for, right?
Right. The definition of family is much broader than it is at the federal level.
So in New York State, how do they define it?
Sibling, grandchild, spouse, parent, in-law, domestic partner. It's very broad.
With all of these different things that we need to know now, I know this is something that you're able to talk for hours about because you're so well versed in it. Vanner Insurance Agency can help employers how?
So what we do is we come in and we help you write your policy. We help you update your handbook if you need that. We look over your contracts for your current employee benefits, making sure that their contracts are written appropriately according to your policies and procedures. And of course, we help you shop insurance. So if you're looking to get a better deal on medical, dental, vision, whatever it is, we specialize in that as well.
And Vanner Insurance Agency has been in business for quite a while, so you have good experience.
50 years, yes.
I'm just thinking about for somebody who's trying to run a business and then figure out the ins and outs of this family, New York State paid family leave, it's got to be difficult. So being able to call you, so you yourself from Vanner Insurance,
yes.
Somebody could, if they've been watching and they really trust you now,
right.
They could get you to their company to help everything be figured out.
Absolutely. I would be an extension of their human resources department for them. That's our job.
And how do you help employees?
We do something very similar for employees. We do a lot of heavy communication, not only about employee paid family leave, but about employee benefits. And it's not just once a year at renewal. We like to come in, sometimes do a refresher, especially if employers are making big changes to benefits and or people are grumbling, maybe employers are unhappy with how things are going, just a reminder of how your insurance works, things like that.
And so where does the burden lie in terms of, say I wanted to take that family leave? Is it more for the employer to get their ducks in a row, their paperwork done, bring it to the employer?
So typically the employee is going to go to the employer and say, I need to take paid family leave. The employer is going to fill out a small portion on the 14-page claim form, hand it back to the employee, and then the rest of that process is in the employee's hands to make sure that claim form is filled out. Backup and documentation, certification are all in the packet, and then they send it on to the carrier.
Whether it's a small or big company, what if they're struggling to fill that job because it's a specialty position, be it a construction company, a radio station? You know, there aren't a lot of people that do certain jobs.
Absolutely. That's a very big struggle for employers. I remember meeting with one of my employer groups who actually cried when I told her this. She's in the construction industry, and she said, how can I bid on jobs? I just don't know who's going to be present and who isn't. And the employer has no say.
Right, because you're required to allow them to take that leave.
Yep.
Good information. Not done with you yet, though.
Okay.
Stay here to find out more about New York State paid family leave and the other specialties, insurance, and benefits Vanner Insurance Agency offers. Head over to the website, which is vannerinsurance.com. Their offices are located at 11 Pinchot Court in Amherst. You can give them a call at 688-8888. Vanner Insurance Agency has been serving Western New York since 1967. Coming up next, Kristin stays with us and we will be answering some questions about some notices that employees and employers may have received from the IRS on the Affordable Care Act. Western New York Living will continue.
This segment of Western New York Living was sponsored by Vanner Insurance Agency.